Well, every time I say, every time I criticize something, I can just hear, I can just feel the knives being thrown in my back, because it's like a very insular community. Again, at this point in my life, we're not allowed to curse here, right? I don't care. This is just the right thing to do. This reminds me of the PPP program through which Kanye got a few $1 million, and I love Tom Brady, but come on, Tom Brady doesn't need taxpayer money. This is just, can you imagine people giving $25 or $50 and it means so much to them, and they see that that money was used to build a fake set or to give it to a billionaire like Oprah?
Democratic strategist Lindy Li is spilling all of the tea on the failure that was the Kamala Harris campaign. And it is crazy to think that $1 billion is spent into putting this campaign on the track to victory, and they completely and utterly fail. But before we get into that, make sure that you subscribe to RT News so that it will ensure that our videos will keep showing up to you every single time that you hop on YouTube, and that it will go to more people so they can be a part of our awesome community. All right, let's get into this.
What does it make you think about the way they spent $1 billion?
If my donors had known that in advance, they wouldn't have given. This is just ridiculous. And I'm sorry to say that. Well, every time I criticize something, I can just hear, I can just feel the knives being thrown in my back, because it's like a very insular community. Again, at this point in my life, we're not allowed to curse here, right? I don't care. This is just the right thing to do. This reminds me of the PPP program through which Kanye got a few $1 million, and I love Tom Brady, but come on, Tom Brady doesn't need taxpayer money. This is just, can you imagine people giving $25 or $50 and it means so much to them, and they see that that money was used to build a fake set or to give it to a billionaire like Oprah? And I want to be clear. They didn't pay Oprah personally. Of course they didn't. It's through her company. So for her to say that they didn't pay her is just so disingenuous. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and that's what's frustrating about all of these celebrities. She lied. Literally, Oprah Winfrey she was approached, she was asked about the money that she had received from the Kamala Harris campaign, and she goes, I didn't receive anything. I'm not lying, because it didn't go directly into my personal bank account, but it went to my company. The millions of dollars went there. This is why people don't trust them. This is why people don't like them. And she just makes a very good point. I do not think you should be paid to endorse anybody. That's insane to me. Paid celebrities with the amount of influence they have, because then it's like, how real is it? Now, if you're like a political activist who's been like, as a celebrity, you're a political activist who genuinely believes in this cause, it's like, but no, you make so much money, it doesn't really matter anyway. Why get paid for it? Just do it out of the kindness of your own heart. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I don't have a full, well thought out thing on that, but I just think I don't trust that you actually wanted this person to be in office because you got paid. So even if it's whether or not there's a moral aspect to it, I don't trust the endorsement as much as I would if you just did it of your own volition. I think Cardi B said she did it for free, but it's Cardi B. She would drug people and she's not in jail. So anyways.
It just is.
So you talk about a postmortem, Lindy. What is happening right now within the DNC?
Oh my goodness. You know that meme of a dumpster truck on fire?
Yes.
It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
It's just complete. We don't have a leader at this point. We pushed our president aside. Our current vice president lost drastically. Our current DNC chair is stepping down, and the person who told us we were going to win Iowa, I mentioned this during our interview on Saturday, has been pushed aside. So it's just the top. We've been essentially, I don't know, it's just decapitated. I'm sorry if that sounds graphic, but we don't have leadership right now. Break news right now and make another headline, but there is a household name. And if you and I were just talking in person, I'd be able to tell you, whisper it in your ear, but there is a household name who is withdrawing his donations from the DNC because of the debacle. I don't remember if I texted you this.
A household name?
Yeah.
A household name?
Yeah,
you can't tell me who that might be?
I don't want to step all over him. And I don't even know if he wants to draw attention to it.
Good. I don't know what his household name is. What, Bill Gates or something? Jeff Bezos. But I'm all for the DNC losing donors because they've completely propagated complete and utter nonsense that has divided our country. It's ruined a lot of our education system with teachers becoming woke and trying to implement all this nonsense into their education, into their curriculum and stuff. So good, DNC. I'm glad you lost a great household name donor. You guys deserve it, and thank the Lord.
But who?
Anyway, I mean, the point is a lot of big donors, and this is probably the biggest. People are very upset, and donors are going to revolt. And I urge people to maybe look into a group called Democracy Alliance.
So a household name, one of the biggest Democratic donors that exists, is pulling his money from the Democratic Party.
Absolutely, yeah. I called yesterday. I called somebody else yesterday to confirm.
Man, oh man, a household biggest donor of the DNC's getting out of there. Thank the Lord. We praise him. No, but honestly, this is great news. This is great news. And honestly, like the DNC, the Democratic Party, they need to revamp and like recenter themselves and like come back to reality, come back to the working class, to the American people that actually just want a better life, that don't want to prioritize you and your like weird obsession with indoctrinating children with gender ideology and all this stuff. People they don't care about that. Some of them, it's not even a matter of they care if you do it or not. It's like, leave that away from my kid. I'm gonna raise my kid the way I want to raise my kid. You don't raise my kid, I raise my kid. But like, why are these prices so high? Why can't I afford anything? Why do I need 2 jobs? Why is life so stressful? That creates unnecessary stress on the American people. And then you're sending billions of dollars to other countries. People are like struggling from Hurricane Helene and all the other natural disasters that happen every once in a while. And you're giving them like minimal, if any, money. Or you have Oprah and Dwayne The Rock Johnson coming together and saying, hey, we're here for the people of Maui. You guys pay. I'm a billionaire and he's close enough to it. And you guys donate the money that you don't have. Donate the money that you don't have. The people are over the Democrat celebrities and all their social justice, virtue signaling nonsense that doesn't actually help or benefit the American people in any way whatsoever. And so you're seeing the results of that. People are just the biggest donors, the people that like, I'm a part of this movement. I care about the cause that you guys have. You're not doing anything beneficial or helping me. I'm wasting my money and like you're losing because you're losers and everything you promoted is a losing. You run on losing policies, specifically with Kamala and like abortion thing. Like that was never going to win you the presidency, especially when it's back to the states and you guys have no power to change it. Anyways, this is not the only video of her exposing the DNC or the Democratic Party and the lack of success in the Kamala Harris campaign. So let's get into this next video.
I think President Biden, the whole endorsing her 30 minutes after he dropped out, I think that was a big FU to the party. If you don't want me, here's somebody that you may not like. But deal with it,
Suggesting that he's sticking the party with Kamala
Kind of like sticking it to the man.
Yeah, but okay, help me understand your perspective on that because you worked for Kamala Harris.
I didn't. I'm a donor.
You're a donor.
Technically, I mean, I'm not on anyone's payroll. I'm not beholden to anyone. That's why I'm here telling the truth. I'm not here to gaslight anybody. This is just the truth.
And what is the truth?
The truth is this is just an epic disaster. This is a $1 billion disaster. Actually, it was $1.018 billion, I think, right? There were 20 million or $18 million in debt.
Right.
It's incredible. And I raised millions of that. I have friends that I have to be accountable to and to explain what happened because I told them it was a margin of error race. I was promised, Jen O'Malley Dillon promised all of us that Harris would win. She even put videos out saying that Harris would win. I believed her. My donors believed her. And so they wrote massive checks. I feel like a lot of us were misled. And even on the night of election night, I looked somebody in the eye and I said, are we going to do this? Are we going to pull it off? She told me yes.
There was no way Kamala's winning. Come on, you spent. Honestly, that's embarrassing. Think about spending billions of dollars, raising millions of dollars, and your candidate is Kamala Harris, man. The woman who got 0 votes in 2020. She's been selected. The Dems felt screwed over by her being the nominee choice. And you're right. You are 100% right. I believe this to my core. You guys incited a coup, got Biden kicked out of there. Of course he's going to be pissed. What do you mean? I'm the incumbent. I want to do it. Obviously, he's not there to do it, but that's neither here nor there. The point is you kicked him out. Then he was like, all right, bet. I endorsed Kamala. Bet you didn't want that, did you? Too late. What are you gonna do? Say no? My vice president, the black woman, is she not qualified for this position? She's not. But like, what are you gonna say? You can't be like, then you got the Harry Systems of the world saying, I just think Biden could have done the job well, but I'm 100% in support of whoever it is. Whoever it is, I don't know who it is. I don't know their policy. I don't know what their track record is. Whoever it is, I'm going to support them. And then he endorses Kamala Harris, and it's like, Kamala Harris is a great pick. She's the best person in the whole wide world. Like, oh man, this is so beautiful. This is great.
And I asked somebody else, like, how are you feeling? He's like, we're going to win Iowa. And I was like, what?
Did they believe this going in? Was there a real sense of false confidence on the side of Kamala Harris, or did they know they were in store for disaster?
I was wondering about that. I was like, I asked them, are you privy to internal numbers that I am not seeing? Because I study this so carefully, and I just wasn't seeing any basis for that level of confidence.
Yeah, no, there is no basis for that level of confidence, because I would have no confidence instilled in Kamala Harris as a nominee if she was on our side. But yeah, honestly, you guys wasted so much money, billions of dollars. Imagine having billions of dollars put into your campaign and you come out $20 million in debt. Maybe you shouldn't spend $10 million on Beyonce to talk for 2 minutes and bring absolutely no value to your campaign. Maybe you shouldn't spend $5 million on Meg Thee Stallion twerking for the world to see. Maybe you shouldn't spend $3 million on Lizzo saying, yeah, we're going to make America like Detroit. That was a scare tactic. That would scare people away, if anything. And you spend $1.8 million for Eminem to say, Kamala Harris is going to bring free speech back to America. I'm sorry, the woman who advocates for censorship? Her? Free speech? The one that's literally in real time talking about regulating social media, because disinformation, misinformation, aka information I don't like to hear. Oh! Okay. Yeah, no. Sorry, we don't rock with that. Peace out, Kamala Harris. We're so grateful she lost. Trump 2024, ready for him to be put into place in January 20th. It's going to be a great next 4 years if World War III doesn't happen because of what they're doing over there in Ukraine and Russia. But anyways, comment down your thoughts below, guys. Let me know what you think about this Democratic strategist and what she said about the Democratic Party. Do you agree? So yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.